everyone! My name is Kinanti, Petronela Gaby Surlia, and this is...
My name is Salpasjawati. Good morning. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Good morning. My full name is Kinanti Petronela Gaby Surlia.
What's your identification, please?
Of course. Here is my identification.
Thank you. Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself. Let's talk about your study. What are you studying at the moment?
At the moment, I'm studying international relations. It's a really broad field that focuses on how countries interact with one another, including political, economic, and social dimensions. What I find interesting is that it doesn't just look at governments, but also global organizations, cultural interaction, and how international events affect everyday people. Because the scope is so wide, I always feel like there's something new to learn. Sometimes it can be overwhelming, especially when there's a lot of reading or when we have to analyze complex global issues, but overall, I enjoy the challenge.
Why did you choose that subject?
I chose international relations mainly because I've always been curious about the world beyond my own environment. Ever since high school, I like discussing global issues and understanding why certain decisions are made by governments or international institutions. I wouldn't say I want to work directly in politics, but I enjoy learning about different perspectives and how international events shape societies. I also think the subject helps me develop skills like critical thinking, research, and communication, which I believe are useful in many different careers. So even if I don't end up in a political field, the knowledge and skills I gain are still valuable.
What do you like most about your course?
What I like most about my course is the exposure to different cultures, histories, and political systems. Studying them gives me a broader understanding of how the world works and why countries behave the way they do. I especially enjoy the discussions and debates in class because they push me to think more deeply and sometimes challenge my own beliefs. It's also interesting to hear opinions from my classmates who come from various backgrounds, as it helps me see issues from different angles. Of course, the workload can be demanding. There are weeks when we have a lot of readings, essays, paper, journal presentation, but I feel the effort pays off because I'm constantly expanding my knowledge.
What kind of job would you like to do after graduation?
As for the kind of job I'd like to do after graduation, I'm actually quite open. I don't want to limit myself to one specific career path just because of my major. I believe that with the right opportunities and hard work, I can adapt to different roles. I want a job that allows me to grow, learn continuously, and use the analytical and communication skill I've developed throughout my studies. I'm not aiming for positions that are heavily involved in government or high pressure political environments because they might feel too intense for me. Instead, I'm interested in roles where I can contribute meaningfully, perhaps in areas like communication, project management, international business, I like business, or even creative fields. For me, what matters most is finding a place where I can keep improving and where I can make good use of my abilities.
Bye. Thank you.